Hi everybody, this is Mohammed Rifat, and today we're going to talk about a lesson for grade 9, grade 10 by Holt. Our lesson today is a short story, a nice short story actually. I love it so much. One of the best short stories in the terms of structure and concept as well. It's titled My Life is a Bat by Margaret Atwood. Let's start. Bats. These small creatures, mostly black, are misunderstood by most of us. Sometimes they are a symbol of evil because in our some people point of views, they are black and they live in caves. Okay, let's start. Warm up. What do you know about bats? What other facts, except they are black and they live in caves, do you know about bats? Some facts about bats. Number one, nocturnal animals. What does mean nocturnal? Very active at night and inactive during the day. They are awake all night, like some people of us, and sleep during the day or take rest during the day. This is fact number one. Fact two, they feed on insects, fruit, blood, and fish. Most of us think that bats only feed on blood, they suck blood, as in vampire films. That's not true. Only three kinds of bats live on or feed on blood. Others eat insects, bugs, fruit, fish, and even nectar. Number three, about vision. We think they are blind, but they are not blind. But they don't have a strong vision. So they depend on echolocation, a kind of like sonar. They send out sounds which hits objects and returns back to their ears. At that time, they can identify how big is it or how far is it. Number four, they are mammals. Not only they are mammals, but they are flying mammals, the only flying mammals on Earth. What does mean mammals? Mammals, like human, they give birth, don't lay eggs. So surprising. And back to our writer, who is Margaret Atwood, was born in Ottawa, Toronto, 1983. She's Canada's most eminent novelist and poet and story writer. Her works have been translated into over 30 languages. She's very famous. Most of the Canadians like her works so much. Let's take a new share. Here we go. This is from the website. My Life as a Bat by Margaret Atwood. As you see here in the portrait, they are depicted as black, small things flying over deserts, and the areas of lands. Okay. As you read, think about the narrator attitudes towards pets and towards humans. Which side she's taking? Advocate pets, support humans. What's her point of view? What's the writer's point of view? Number one, reincarnation. What does it mean reincarnation? Let's find out. Reincarnation means the belief, that's a belief, it's not a fact, it's not reality, that after someone dies, their soul lives again in another body. At the beginning, she says, in my previous life, I was a bat. The writer, the narrator, uses first person pronoun I to determine her point of view. And she says, in my previous life, I was a bat. She says and states she was a bat at some time in the past, before she was reincarnated in a human being. If you find previous life is amusing or unlikely, you are not a serious person. She defends that people who do not believe in reincarnation are not serious at all. Why? Because consider great many people believe in them. And if sanity is a general consensus about the content of reality, who are you to disagree? It's a reality. In her point of view, we all agree, or most people agree on reincarnation. So it's a kind of reality in her point of view. What's her reasons? What's her excuses? Let's see. Consider also previous lives have entered the world of commerce. Money can be made from them. You were Cleopatra. You were Flemish Duke. You were Druid priests, and money changes hands. If the stock market exists, so most previous lives exists as well, because we made money through some famous character in the movies, like Cleopatra, Flemish Duke, priestess, Druid priestess, are these famous people. And she supports her idea by, if the stock market exists, so most previous lives exist as well. In the previous life market, there is not such a great demand for Peruvian ditch diggers, and therefore Cleopatra, or for Indian latrine cleaners, or for 1952 housewives living in California split levels. Similarly, not many of us chose to remember our lives as vultures, spiders, or rodents. But some of us do. The fortunate few who was lucky to remember or to state his previous life as a vulture or spider, or even rodent, like gerbil or rats. Okay. Conventional wisdom has it that reincarnation as an element is a punishment for past sins. She gives a strong excuse, because reincarnation could be punishment for past sins, or even reward for good deeds. as well. At least a resting place, an interlude of grace. Interlude means what? Intermission or time of rest. Yes. As a human being, some are reincarnated as human beings to take rest, and even for a kind of rewards. They were rewarded for good deeds. Okay, so go on. Bats have few things to put up with, but they do not inflict. Yes, they do not inflict. What does mean inflict here? It's, they do not hate. They do not kill. Make someone suffer. Inflict means make somebody suffer. Okay. When they kill without mercy, but without hate. They don't hate. Even if they kill, but they kill without hate, like human beings. We kill because of hatred. They are immune, protected from the curse of pity. They're never gloat. They never boast. Rats never boast. Thank you so much. This is the first session on my life as a vet. Thank you. Goodbye. All the best.